Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. This is Sidrat's Gamer, and I've got here an intro because I can record it now for Elite Dangerous. When I was playing the last time around, I realized I thought I was picking the big ship, the Clipper. To take out with me because it's got two large hard points, four mediums, four smalls. But I didn't. I took the Python by accident. It was a good ship. I did enjoy flying it with the turrets, but I've been looking at the Clipper options. Let me show you the Clipper options like so. So on Edsy website, this is the Clipper Mark II engineered. I don't have all of these things engineered. I don't have those Guardian Shield reinforcement packages unlocked either. So I have to go and collect that. I have to collect these materials from a Guardian or Relic site or whatever, and then unlock it so that I can then put these is it one or two? These two modules on there for the shield rating to be 1285. Would it be necessary? Is the question I have to ask. I'm certainly going to build as much as I can, take it out and test it. And if it offers better gameplay footage, then you'll be able to see that in all its glory. I'll try to get external shots, but and I hope it's been improved. I hope it's changed. The last time I tried to use it, the camera would just orbit the ship, and there's no way I could control it. I even removed all the keybinds from the appropriate from the appropriate menus as well, or at least I thought I did. I couldn't find anywhere else that I could set the camera controls. But this will be ammo driven, so it's not relying on power, it's not necessarily generating heat. You've got massive amounts of cargo space for whatever reason I want, and it's got an okay jump range, 31 or 37 light years, but because I've got the fuel tank in there, it's got a massive jump range before it needs to refuel. I've even added a fuel scoop as well. We've still got the frame shift drive interdictor, although I don't know as the handling. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. We could put because we don't need any pips in weapons at all, because it doesn't do anything. Oh, maybe it does. Duration. Currents. Current capacitor duration used. Okay. Oh, I thought. I don't know what it does because it doesn't increase damage. That would be weapon, isn't it? So. No, the damage numbers aren't going down at all, are they? 36.6. Oh, take that one off. Come on. Yeah, unfortunately you can see that it's to the right. Okay. It's just off the screen there. Yeah, but it's still good. Nav handling. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Weapon. Okay, that's kind of annoying, because I was able to have all 5 up just a second ago. There we go. That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry. Let me have a look to see if I can just swing it over. I can't. You're not missing much. I'm just changing the pips around anyway. So that would be for 16 seconds. That would be a minute 44, and that would be forever. System weapons. Essentially, essentially with all of that, and I know I was too far away for my initial first shot. So if I got closer, especially with the pirates who weren't attacking me, the other benefits that I noticed was that none of them were in a wing either. So I could attack one and it would be all by itself. Definitely something to keep an eye on. What else? I used the K warrants scanner as well. Don't mind that. Absolutely fine. That practically doubled my income for that mission. I believe I have unlocked the K warrant scanner engineer. Let me just have a look. So we can do kinetic weapons. What would it be under? MISC. What's MISC? Whoa. So yeah, so I'm not going to him. Film shift, that's G3. Why is it in purple? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's not the one that I'm looking for anyway. G5. G5 Akina. I've got that one. So we've got the G5 K warrant scanner and the FS wake scanner as well. So I could get it engineered. Is the point, if it hasn't already been done so, but I don't think it has been. ECM chaff launcher, I don't care if it's engineered or not. Shield boosters, we should have them engineered. They should be max or near max. The wake scanner, I do want engineered because the K warrant scanner, I do want engineered. Fast scan, 2 seconds. 1 second, 2 1,000, 1,000, 2 1,000, and it's done. The shield boosters should be engineered already. If they're not max, they'll be near max. Okay. Looking forward to seeing those, and that's not upgraded through engineering. So the cargo capacity of 576 is the baseline. Is way more than I need. Far more than I need. But with the suitable jump range, because that's what I was most surprised by, was this 30 light year jump capability laden, or 37 light year jump laden in one go. That's really impressive. Compare that to the Python, which is the medium ship, and it's under 30. It's barely 25. It's just covering 25 light years at a time. So I've got stuff to do. I'll obviously record the footage, but I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. if it's possible. Is it possible to make Elite Dangerous ship flying combat resource collections entertaining without being a stand-up comic or someone with voice packs and voice changer packs and all the rest of it? Because I could do that, anybody could do that to a greater or lesser degree, but I don't want to. I do want to make the game fun for me while I play, so it could be something I look into. What I do have to do is I've got voice attack here, so if you can see this, which you should be able to for the most part. If you can see this, I've got the Elite Dangerous profile. I've only got one command set up. I don't need any more because I've got buttons all over the place. There we go. So this command here will request docking permission. So it will click the buttons for me when I click a single button on the joystick. Is it cheating? Yeah, kind of. Is it cheating to the point where I should be hauled and lynched and all the rest of it and cancelled? No. I still have to wait for the buttons to be pressed. I'm just not going through the motions myself. I have, however, spent a great deal of time finding out what the actual sequence is. The downside is that those buttons are different now, and I can show you why they're different. I can show you very quickly why they are different. Let me bring up that one. Let's close that one down and done there. Move that one back over. Right, you can't see all of this until now. Let me do that. So this here is my left joystick. That's my right joystick. That's my MFD panels. There's two of them because they come in a pair. So you've got 28 buttons on that one, 28 buttons on that one, a megaton of buttons on that one because you've got 2-stage fire button. I tend not to use the full stage trigger, but I've got it. You've got a toggle switch at the top as well. I will bring up, if you don't know what the Sol R2 joystick looks like, it is magnificent. It really is. Sol R2 hostess. It's by Thrustmaster as well, and I'm just going to go to images. Sorry for the delay. I thought I was actually getting some images, but I'm not. Actually, open image, new tab. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, let's try for a better angle. A better angle in the daytime. Thank you very much. Oh, interesting. He's got he's modified that. That's neat. Okay, I'm back. The interlude, as usual, was brought to you by Needy Dog, Teddy. Maltese, about 10, 11 years old. Where was I? Let's take another look at the rest of it. This here, you may notice, is identical to that there. That's because I've got Joystick Gremlin, Vjoy and HidHide, which essentially allows me to create my own devices. So I've created 4 devices. 3 of them are 1, 2, 3. The steering wheel is 3 as well. But the 4th device is the alternate. And that's those 2 there. Just the buttons, no axes. So I can press a pinky button on the right joystick and go to alternate controls, effectively doubling up every single button there will be here, every single button there will be here. So these are the 4 toggles. If I had found a picture, actually, that's a good one. This is a perfect one. Yeah, let's get that one. Open new image. That's not the image that I was looking for. That's the one. So this is for Elite Dangerous. This is marvelous. Let me make sure that you can actually see it. Yeah, they've got binding suggestions which I've totally ignored. So left stick is the strafing, lateral, vertical, and that's the traditional flight. I've got pedals as well, so I can go forward and backwards using my feet. So these toggle switches, they flick up and then return to the center. You press down, they return back to the center. Those are these here, for both left and right units. Sorry, that's going to keep on happening, isn't it? So you've got the 4 buttons there, 4 buttons there. That decoder has a button that you can press down on, and it's also a button that you can turn clockwise, anti-clockwise as well. A rotary dial. It's not an axis though, unfortunately. That is an axis. That's a switch change. Again, you can program. So you've got 4 different settings if you want to do it that way. I don't want to do it that way. Or you can set it to a gear. So neutral would be 20, 21, first, second, third. That would be useful for tractor type games where you have a lower number of gears. That would be absolutely fine because it's always on once it's on. Scroll wheel, up, down, click, obviously. What you can't see is the thumb pinky button. They're just on the front side, but on the right, on the left. Really ergonomical. I'm 6'3". This joystick is really good. The buttons feel absolutely wonderful. There's a review on YouTube as well, where you can get more in-depth look at a physical hands-on. But the tactile buttons, absolutely majestic. If you are getting them yourself, don't be tempted to tighten the stick onto the base overly tight, because that will mess up the yaw axis. As long as it's firm, as long as you can pull it up and it doesn't come off or move the base, you're absolutely good to go. That's the 2-stage trigger. That's a trigger that will go forward and backwards. So essentially you've got 4 buttons from your index finger, and then you've got 4 buttons here, 4 buttons here. I think both of these could be 8-way hat switches as well, if you want them to be. That's a thumbstick as well. That's got a button, that's got a button, that's got a button. So from your thumb, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons from your thumb, and 6 buttons on your left thumb as well. And that's not including the directional. So that's another 4. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, because the scroll wheel is another button that you can activate. So up is another button, down is another button, and then you can click it. That's another button. What I found in the previous video was that I had the left analog stick set to weapon groups and sub targeting. They are now elsewhere. I thought I moved them. Yes, so I have moved them. Right, okay. Where did I move them to? I thought I moved them into a place where I could remember where they went. So these are my screen panels on the left-hand stick. That's that one there. So I can click it and get to quick comms, essentially. Subsequent, right, so I'm looking for next, oh, it's the scroll wheel. It's the scroll wheel, which, yeah, there it is. Sorry, I was just totally blind. So now when I click up on the scroll wheel, it will go to the next file group. If I scroll down, it will go to the previous file group. And I can still do that with my thumb, left thumb. So I'm still controlling the left, or the horizontal and vertical direction of the ship, but I can also switch weapon groups at the same time. And I may need to redo them, but I want to take a look at the ship. Talking of looking at the ship, if you're in the market for new sticks, these sticks are absolutely fine. Pair them with a pedal unit. Use Vjoy, HidHide, Joystick Gremlin. Get it to your liking. So set up the devices, iterate. It'll be absolutely fine. Pedals going forward and back in any game, it just makes so much more sense. It's so intuitive. Absolutely phenomenal. But the last thing I want to touch on is this Clipper Mk 2. Okay, I'll put this episode out as is. I'm not going to edit it because this is just an update. I still have to do the work. Right, okay, so I believe I have put this... have I put this into the game? No, I got sidetracked. Right, okay, that's fine. So if we bring up Commander, Overview, Imports, and it's been done, so that's fine. Assets, Ship List, Panther Clipper Mk 2, Panther Clipper Mk 2, add. So if I go to that one, edit ship. Description, does it give me... No, it doesn't. That's kind of annoying. Target loadouts. Excellent, right. SLEF formats. So if I can do that in an SLEF formats. Is that it there? Because if so, that's absolutely fantastic, and I'll be able to get on with it. No, that's kind of annoying. Right. Ship loader exchange formats. Super name, version, blueprint name. So it is like that. That's what I'm looking for. That's fine. I don't know what that is. Right, okay. And it doesn't really matter what that is. That's just the web name. Okay. Does anything happen when I do that? Video. Probably because I don't have it installed. Inara CZ. I remember it being easier to do this. Maybe since it's dark. Okay. It's telling me that I could buy all the items from that station there, but I'll just go to the location of the Panther Clipper itself, which is Shinrata. Yeah, so I can get everything from Shinrata. What I was hoping for was the engineering requirements, but I think I may need a different machine or app for that, which is going to be so annoying. View components, there we go. Get some data, view blueprints. Let's get rid of them because I don't do, keep that one, get rid of that one, Edsy. Yeah, right, okay, keep that one, might as well keep that one. Power, actually, that's a good shout out. I'm going to close that one. We close that. Power distributor. Power distributor doesn't even have engineering. That's interesting. Maybe it should. Shields or weapons? Reset. Shield or weapons? Well, let's compare and contrast, shall we? Or more. More capacity, slower recharge. But if we put them on, then that's minus 18 across the board for plus 42 cluster capacitor. I think I found it. 42 up to 53.4 for a 1% reduction in weapons engine system recharge, but the pool is higher. The pool to draw from is higher. 53.4, 53.4, 53.4. Engines and systems don't seem to be as high as the weapons. I don't know why. Engine, I'm not using it to be a fighter jet. Weapon system focus. System focus should get me more shields. 128.5. What's this one? Rebuild. Okay, and regen. So with the system focused, that drops from 5 minutes 50 to 3 minutes 58. If I need it, I should have left 10 minutes ago. Shielded. No, we're not doing that nonsense. Flow control. Again, if I was tight on the power, then yeah, I would have done. But cluster capacitors and what's this one? Ooh. Charge and enhance is 42 across the board. That's the recharge rate. Okay. Recharge rates with a slightly higher pool. Actually, it's slightly higher because of the cluster capacitors. That seems... Leave it in the comments. Would you go high charge capacity for a bigger supply and a lower recharge, or vice versa, charged enhanced cluster capacity? We've got 42.1533, right? Okay. It seemed to be fine yesterday, although that was in a totally different ship with different weapons. So maybe oh, that's a 7E power distributor as well. Goodness me. 7D, keep it light. Keep it light. High charge capacity. Yeah, charged, enhanced, and cluster capacitor. It seems to be fine. I don't mind that at all. 7D power distributor. If necessary, you can own more than one module of the same type. So we could have one with that and the other with the high charge capacity. Absolutely not a problem at all. What's the benefit of having a 7A on there? So let's compare. Mass 32, mass 80, and you've got 46, 4.6, 31, 3, 46. Wait a minute. 31, right, okay. So there's 10 extra units for the 7A. Go on, if we're going to do it, let's do it properly. And we're doing the recharge. Recharge with a minor increase to the capacity itself. System capacity 42.07. System capacity 31.8. So it's quite a substantial difference. Quite a substantial difference. Okay, leave that one in. I don't think I've touched the life support, so let's get that one in there. Sensors, I should be more fussed about them because the ship is doing the shooting. So scan angle takes the hits if I go lightweight, so we'll have no blueprint on there, which will help. Shield boosters, super capacitors, resistance augmented. thermal resistance as well. 63, 69 on kinetic and explosives, 27.1 on thermal. Again, if we need to swap them out, if we're facing enemies that usually shoot lasers, we can swap them out. That's what it comes down to, after all. But that's 5. That's all good there. Yeah, so power distributor then was charged enhanced clusters. Charge enhanced, so we can get rid of that one, that one, that one. Got multi-cannons overcharged. Fragments and fragment cannons as well. Weapon focused. High points. Fragment cannon. Overcharged. Good stuff. Oh, wait. Oh. Phew. Right, okay. Short booster resistance. Take that one off. Take that one off. That is fine. Shield generator. No, don't need that one anymore. You can tell I haven't looked at these for a while, can't you? Resistance prospect. No, don't need that one. There we go. Right. So if we go to the frag cannons, there's no way to actually add them into like a shopping list, is there? But I'll need to go hunting for materials. But from what I've heard, it now doesn't take as long as it used to, which is a very, very, very good thing. Because this used to be, and as you can tell it still is, this used to be an absolute pain. The last time I actually upgraded the ship was maybe a few years after they changed from the RNG, and you didn't know how many materials you needed because every run was a different amount to what we have now, which is I believe grade 1 you require 1 item, grade 2 for 100% you need 2 of these, and then 3 of these, 4 of these, 5 of these in order to max out to 100%. Again, if I'm wrong with that assumption, because I don't know if it's changed since, please let me know in the comments. That would be absolutely fantastic. But that's one weapon to grade 5. You need 5 zirconium, 5 conductive polymers, 5 modified embedded firmware, so that you can run the grade 5 times, and we've got 3 of them. So that'll be 15. And then you've got the multi-cannons as well. Multi-cannons overcharged. Again, we've got more of those, haven't we? Multi-cannons, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'll be 7 times 5 of that lot. Well, this lot. 7 times 5, 7 times 4, 7 times 3, 7 times 2, 7 nickel. May not be able to, may need more nickel. Plus the experimental upgrades as well. which I have selected. We've got corrosive shell on these, and we've got, not all corrosive shell, are they? Corrosive shell on the first, 6? 4 mediums, 2 large, and then these just autoloader. So it can continuously fire. That should break the shield regen. At least that's what I'm thinking. If it does any penetration, which is kind of unlikely, where does that? Reload time, breach damage, breach percentage, kinetic damage. There was something that it was like armor penetration, armor piercing. There we go. Armor piercing of 30, and I think these are armor piercing of 22. It's better than I thought it was. I thought it was 20. That could be the engineering doing the 10% extra though. But yeah, that's the plan. This is a 41-minute video or 42-minute video. So this is the plan, this is the video. In the next video will be the highlights of me going out and fitting that, fitting the ship to these specifications. And I wonder how long it's going to take. And I'll also need to get a tracking thing going on as well, so I know what I'm collecting, and then I can find out where to collect it from and so on and so forth. But it should be fun, and I'll unfortunately need to fit out a new ship for that, won't I? No, I don't. I'll get the... Ooh, there's one there. Again, these haven't been done. Ignore everything you see there. Some of it would have been done, but not all of it, and certainly not up to maximum grade 5 as well, because I'm bad like that. But this video series should help me focus on getting this stuff done, and I can show you the clips, show you the footage, and report back. I'll let you know how long it took. But on that note, yeah. On that note, thank you very much for your time, your patience, and your comments, likes, subscription, spread the word. And I look forward to getting this sorted and done for you. All the best. Have a great time until we meet again. Enjoy.